Now?
Factions of the resistance are already uniting in the answer to the voice's call. Soon bards will sing of this day, they who conquered the conqueror.
Good.
Tune I am most anxious to hear. A man like Walhart would not roll over dead at the first sight of trouble. Aye, my lord, as you say. We will muster his forces to put down the rebellion. Then his gaze will turn to us. Against his full might, we would not last long.
Listen.
Where is his army? Where is his army's? Dang it! Where is his army? Where are? Not where is. Where are his armies garrisoned?
Right.
Valmy's Imperial Army is comprised of 3 main divisions. One controls the north, one controls the south, and the third the lands between. Emperor Walhart commands the northern forces. Their might easily exceeds our own. The south is led by my brother, Yenfei. His host is said to rival Walhart's. Visions, are they?
Oh my.
I see a plan Words are hard, I'm sorry, but I see a plan brewing in those eyes of yours, Harmonia. If we could divide their divisions, disrupt communications, supplies, etc., then introduce misinformation to add to the confusion, a whisper here and there, panic would spread on its own, and all the quicker for their great number. Such a giant force could collapse under its own weight.
Right.
Sayri, the 3rd Division, stationed between the other 2.
Right.
Aye, sir, at Fort Steiger, halfway along the high road. In fact, not so far from where we stand now. We might stand a chance against them, but it would take speed and luck. I wager Walhart and Yenfei will hear of our exploits soon, if they haven't already. I suggest sending the bulk of our army to the north and south to mask our plan. An elite force led by Sir Crom might then quietly slip through to Fort Steiger. What say you? I say aye.
Right.
Aye. Aye. We could all be dead before nightfall, yet not one of you so much as hesitates. Your courage is an inspiration. Aye, we will win this war yet, by gods. Updating the world map. Merchants and stuff. Alright, is there what I think there is? Heck yeah, there is. Look at that beautiful sight right there. Second seals. First of all, I'm just gonna check the shops here. Freaking Crom no longer has to be stuck as a dread fighter. Poor guy. Stuck as a dread fighter for so long. Okay, there's one here. Where was the last one? Oh, right here. There's a cheaper master seal. May as well get it, I guess.
Oh, come on in.
May as well get it. Well, now I gotta do some grinding and get the skills I want and stuff now that we have second seals. So yeah, time to go stock up. There's no support available right now, which sucks. So we don't even have all the child units available yet, since not everybody's paired off quite yet. Not quite yet. Time to go spend all my monies and do a butt ton of reclassing is what we do. Is the plan. Look at that beautiful sight.
What can I fix?
How many can I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9. It's not enough. I need more. I'm gonna need a lot of second seals. Okay, my stats are not quite maxed because I didn't really want to use another second seal just to reclass into sorcerer. But now that we have a ton of second seals, I can reclass into some other things and get some more skills just for the fun of it. We already have Ignis because we started out in that there. We could just go around getting fun skills. Just because. Like, we could get Luna and Dual Guard Plus from Grey Knight, for example. So while we do this, we could just like change from class to class, getting fun skills that I might never use, but I'll unlock anyway, just for the fun of it. May as well, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. Look at that strength buff. Alright, no longer a Nosferatu tank. Unfortunately, I still have enough luck for Armstrength to always activate, so I may as well, you know, grab a good lance. Oh, I can't grab a good lance. I grab a bad lance. Alright, Crom can finally not be a dread fighter. Alright, so what else do I want him to have here? I am gonna want him to get, like, Luna / Dual Guard Plus from Great Knight, so I feel like we should go into that. His final class might wind up being Bow Knight because of, you know, bows being the strategy. of this. Yeah, I don't need any more pre-promoted things there. Sniper Crom. No, not Sniper. Bow Knight. I think. Yeah, so maybe I should do Great Knight and then Great Lord for a little bit. So, because actually, maybe we should go for Ether first and then go for spicier things. Yeah, sure, let's get him Ether. Let's put him into his cannon class first and foremost. He doesn't have to be a Dread Fighter anymore, wielding those tomes and such. He no longer has to be put through that. May as well get some lance practice because of that. Olivia here can get some more skills. What other skills do I want on her? We got Gale Force from that. Did we already? Oh no, I don't have Vantage on her yet. Dang, this is gonna be a pain, but you know, it'd be good to get on her. Well, have fun going through 10 excruciating levels before we can use a Master Seal. Just so that we can get Vantage here. Because maybe it'll be handy. And hello, RJ. I'm glad you read the stream rules there. Hello, hello. I'm glad 2 people have read the channel rules today. Hello there. Let's see here. This is maxed out, so we can go ahead and use a Master Seal on her there. Is what we can do. What other skills do we want? Oh, we want Gale Force is what we want. Okay, let's change the Dark Flower for Gale Force. You know, different account going to follow me? Alright, appreciate it. Alright, we can get Gale Force on Lissa now, which will be nice. Thanks for the follow, Fun Mega Puppy 1. Is your other account without the one? You make a new one? Was there something wrong with the other one? I know some people have been locked out of their accounts semi-recently. Rigor's maxed out, so what other skills can we get on him? Let's see here. Ooh, we could get... Wait. Oh, he can unlock that too, so he can get Vantage. Alright, time for 10 painful levels. So it also locks you out there. Because yeah, I've known... A couple people have told me they've been locked out and such. First law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation of energy, states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy can only be transferred or changed from one form to another. In other words, energy cannot be created or destroyed. I mean, if you're not counting the fact that, you know, energy and mass can technically turn from one into the other. But it's complicated. But that doesn't really count because it's still not really creating something out of nothing. You know? Doing this for the levels? I'm doing this to get skills is what I'm doing. So, I reclassed into Myrmidon here, because at level 10 you'll get Vantage, and then I can use a Master Seal to just go back into the promoted classes, so sometimes I need to reclass to get skills. So, yeah, the 5 skills down here, I want to make them as good as I can get them, is what I'm doing. So, Gaius here, let's see, what skills can he get? He doesn't have Vantage, but he can get it, so... Yeah, time for 10 painful levels of this is what we'll do. Is the plan. 1 + 1 = 11. Easy. Yeah, we're just getting skills on people at the moment. Now we can use some more skills. What she can do, she doesn't have a whole, like, a lot of selection, though, is the thing. Oh, Life Taker from Dark Knight will be nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and change to Dark Knight so we can get Life Taker. Because Life Taker is a very nice skill. Yeah, just add string values together to concatenate. When am I gonna stream Pokemon? Probably once Pokemon Home comes out, if I had to guess. Probably sometime next month with Pokemon Home. Let's see here. What other skills can Zumiya get? Oh, she could get Luna like that. Let's give her Luna. How about? And Dual Guard Plus. I'm pretty sure it's Great Knight that gives Dual Guard Plus. Concatenation is your favorite word? Fun to say? It is a fun word, isn't it? Isn't it now? Yeah, let's get her some better skills. Is what we can do. Do I not have any spare freaking axes? Take one of Frederick's, he doesn't mind. Speaking of Frederick, what do we want on him? So this is how you break the game, this and a lot of time, I guess. So what else can we, oh, we can get Aegis on him. Or, yeah, Aegis. Because General is Pavize. We could give him Pavize and Aegis. Teleportation is physically impossible due to the absurd amount of energy it requires. No, it's not. Freaking, what's it called? Quantum entanglement. That. Teleportation is technically possible because of quantum entanglement. But, like, maybe not realistically possible for us to do, like, ever in our society. But, like, transportation of, or teleportation of, like, an atom. Quantum entanglement is technically a thing. You know? So there's that. Nice emotes there. Yeah, let's... A lot of doggos indeed. Sure, let's get him Pavize. Let's get him the Pavize skill. Frederick is now going to be hella armored. Look at that. Look at that armored... Look at that armored dude. He's ready for anything life has to throw at him. My oh my. I have one more second seal here. Let's see. Because it's over tacos. Yes, oh yeah, I can sell some of my bullions here. Alright, what else do we have here? That sucks that she can't become a dark flyer. Alright, see ya, RJ. There's, yeah, well, Iron Lord, we can get some stuff there. Valkyrie, War Cleric. I forget, what skills do these give again? Maybe I should look this up here. Serenus, Forest, Awakening. Because it doesn't seem like she has access to exactly a whole lot of good skills, huh? Let's just double check this. So, Wyvern Lord gives Quick Burn and Swordbreaker. Valkyrie, oh, I think Valkyrie gives the, yeah, it gives dual support plus. That's actually a good skill. Let's do that actually. Nice tacos. Here. We can get dual support plus now. That's what we can do. Man, my party is so messed up now, isn't it? Isn't it now? I have some extra tomes, right? Cool. And yeah, these, I should probably be giving some people Paragon that are going to be particularly difficult to level up here. How many? I only have one more Paragon. I'm going to have to get more. That really, really sucks. That is no bueno there. We want to chair shave for right now. This is what we'll do. Will Owlpack, a group of owls, and call a study or a parliament? Wonky. News to me. Let's go here and wait a second. Let's make sure that there's no bullions like in people's inventories. Is what we'll do first. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know. No more bullions. Bop. I've heard about the crows one. That one I've heard of before. Alright, let's sell the bullions real quick. Let's see here. Neat. Neat. Now I can buy more second seals. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is probably good enough for now. For now. I'll need more in the future, but that's good enough for now, since I'm reclassing everybody here. Maribel still has to get to level 15 in that class before I want to reclass. Oh, Henry, I may as well just promote him. Just so that he gets some more skills and stuff. But Henry shows up when he's surrounded by crows because he loves murder. Oh my. My, oh my. There we go. I guess I should have checked if there were any, like, really important unpromoted skills that he wanted first. I don't think there is. But if he has, like, Myrmidon or something. Let's double check. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Like, there's a lock touch, but eh. Okay, cool. Donald needs to gain some levels. Tharja can reclass because she reached 15, so she got all the skills of Dark Knight. She got Life Taker already. Ooh, I could give her Luna and Dual Guard Plus. That seems pretty spicy there. Alright, time to give Tharja freaking massive armor. This is what we do. My goodness. Well. There we go. There you have it. Armored Tharja. Thought you'd never see it, but here it is. I could reclass Virion, but like, I might not use him a whole lot, so like he's not gonna be a pair-up partner for anybody. So I don't particularly need to. If I was going to, I'd probably reclass him to Dark Knight though, so that he get Life Taker. Tharja being Knight makes no sense and you love it, isn't it great? Okay, Selly here can go ahead and reclass. What does she want? Okay, so she's already a Paladin. Could make her a Great Knight, that way she gets Dual Guard Plus and Luna, which is quite nice. Oh, she has Swordmaster unlocked, which means, yeah, she does have Myrmidon available. Well, time for some painful levels then, of unpromotedness. Well, have fun. Have fun in that, I guess. My, oh my. Look at all those stat reductions. My, oh my. Okay, who's next? Marielle can use a reclass now. Keep her as a paladin until she learns Divine Smite. I have no idea what that's a reference to. Dual Support Plus could be pretty good. Yeah, we already got Life Taker from Dark Knight. Ooh, we could get Tome Fair from Sage. And then get the thing from Valkyrie. Sure, let's do it. Let's get Tome Fair. So she's always doing some more damage and stiff. So we'll do. Best Fire Emblem game in my opinion? Maybe Three Houses. Just because it's like so much designed for min-maxers like me. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Like Fire Emblem, how'd I learn to break this game? A lot of study over a long time. Like I said, I've beaten Lunatic plus Classic before, so this isn't my first time. But it took me a very long time. My first Fire Emblem game ever was Fire Emblem 7, so the Blazing Sword, on the Game Boy Advanced, which I played on my phone in like junior high school. So that was fun. I wound up really enjoying it. And then my second Fire Emblem game was Awakening, and I did a casual playthrough at first on like normal casual. And then from there I started trying things like Lunatic Classic and then Lunatic Plus Classic, and I don't know, I just became a crazy Fire Emblem nerd who makes spreadsheets for everything. Every game since, like I have a spreadsheet for this game, I have a spreadsheet for Fates that I'll be using when we eventually get to that. And yeah, I don't know, it's a fun time. Like if I had to pinpoint one place for like where I learned the most is probably Serenus Forest. Show what? Sorry, because of stream delay, sometimes I forget what things are meant to. So sorry, but you may have to clarify. Like the #1 place that I learned is like self-teaching myself, Serenus Forest. This spreadsheet, okay, it's on my phone though. So let's see here. Yeah, my #1 place for finding stuff like this is Serenus Forest, where it's just like I'll just look at stuff at pages like these, like skills, and I just figure out what's good. Like, so typically stuff that I do is all stuff that I usually figure out myself. Like some of the strategies when it came to like the earlier levels of Lunatic Plus Classic, I did have to look up guides for because they're so BS. But a lot of the builds I basically come up with myself. Like for Three Houses, for example, I came up with a build that resulted in 100% chance for me to crit every single attack, and I was so thrilled when it properly worked. Anyway, yeah, the Fire Emblem Awakening spreadsheet isn't quite as nice as like some of my other ones that have like full-on portraits and stuff like that. But essentially, I have planned out characters' classes and such. Wow. And like a full-on team at the bottom. I started putting some skill images, but not a whole lot there. Like my Awakening spreadsheet is pretty simple compared to my other ones. Like it's... Wait, can I back out of the Awakening spreadsheet here? Get to my other ones? No? Fine, I'll just like force turn off Excel and open it again. But yeah, learn to break this game from watching Shadow of Chaos. Yeah, one good way to learn how to break things is watching other people doing stuff. I only just recently started working on my Three Houses one. Now that I'm a couple playthroughs in, I feel like I better understand it. And I'm trying to make it very nice and pretty by including the portrait of every character, a budding talent skill if they have one, and their own personal skills. So I'm trying to make it very nice and pretty for my Three Houses spreadsheet to stay very nice and organized. When I'm done with it, I might just wind up like making it a public resource for anybody else who wants to start breaking the game, and then there's just like copy and pasting images stuff. So I'm trying to make my 3 houses one very nice and pretty here. I think I was doing a similar thing for a while with my Fates one when I was making that in high school. Yeah, with Fates, for example, I have the portraits of like all the characters by their names, and then there's like all their stats and stuff, like their maximum stat modifiers on the side there. And basically I just plan stuff out myself. I mostly figure it out myself by like crunching numbers in my spreadsheets, essentially. Is what I typically do. Gotta make it public later. Yeah, it'll probably still take a while. They take a while to make, but once it is, I'll probably make it like a public resource. At least the Awakening one, so you can steal it and play it. Alright, so, like, I can go through, like, the main strategy behind my thingamabob. Like, when it comes to breaking my units, because the way other people break their units is a bit different than mine when it comes to pairings. Most people will make their pairings based on, like, getting the most optimal stats as they can, and having the strongest units like that. My strategy, instead, is making as many child units that have the skill Arms Thrift. Which is... where is it? Where is it, man? Where's my unit? I know I have it. There we go. Arms Thrift, which is this skill right here, which is attack without expending a weapon usage. Triggers luck ×2. And if you have the DLC and are able to get the Limit Breaker skill, which extends all stat caps by 10, then every character who has Limit Breaker is going to have their luck above 50 anyway. And the moment your luck is 50 or higher, that means every single time you attack, it's not going to use up the weapon uses. Which is why I've been able to spam a Versus Knight, which has 10 uses here, infinitely. So, Armor Thrift is probably my favorite skill in the game. So, like, while most people will make child units based on try to get the best stats possible, my priority when it comes to my pairings and my spreadsheet is trying to calculate how to get as many children units as possible that have the Arms Thrift skill. Like, how many of them I can get. And then from there, the stats as high as they can be is my second priority from there. So one example in how I did that is I paired my unit together with Sumiya, because my unit is a unit who can pass down Arms Thrift, and Sumiya is not. So, for example, if I had paired off with someone like, say, Cordelia, who does have Arms Thrift, then we would have 2 children who have Arms Thrift anyway. Like, because Severa, Cordelia's child, will have Arms Thrift regardless, since Cordelia has it. So it's not like I'm giving Arms Thrift to another child. But Sumiya's child of Cynthia will not have Arms Thrift by default, but because she's paired off with me, she gets access to Arms Thrift. So if I had paired with someone like, say, Cordelia, then it'd be like, okay, Morgan, my unit's child, gets Arms Thrift, but that's normal. But now Cynthia doesn't get Arms Thrift. But because I'm pairing with Sumiya, her daughter, Cynthia, will get Arms Thrift. So stuff like that where I try to make my pairings take that into account. Like, there are some spicy builds that I'm doing. Like, for example, Tharja and Donald. Donald will be able to pass on Arms Thrift to Noir, I believe her name is. And I plan on making Noir a Nosferatu tank, similar to my unit was, with a Versus Knight there. Basically, these two together with Arms Thrift is gonna be a build like you've been watching me do with my unit this whole time. Like, not as a Great Knight here, obviously, but as a Sorcerer. So, that's gonna be the build for Noir, among many other builds. But yeah, breakable weapons is a dumb mechanic, don't at me. Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, my whole strategy is trying to get Armor Thrift on as many units as possible, with exceptions to units like Lucina, because she has an unbreakable sword anyway, so whatever. Whatever, I guess. I don't need Armor Thrift on her, and it's kind of tricky to get it on her without, you know, screwing her over stat-wise anyway. So, well to that. So, yeah. My sword ran out of ammo. Yeah. So yeah, before we do wind up wrapping things up here, I do want to get my pairings here established. Like, let's look at my spreadsheet. I can go through all my planned pairings here and what the plan for the child unit is. Okay, let's open Awakening here, because let's try to get all the pair-ups established here. So there's Avatar and Sumiya, Crom and Olivia, yeah. Lissa and Gregor, I am gonna have to get to pair together. I may need some more weapons here, because my stuff is running out. Hold on. My. Ah! There. I'm stocked up. Let's go into the DLC mission for grinding experience-wise. And let's have a look at what pairings we still have to do and try to get them established. So, yeah, Lissa and Gregor I'm gonna have to do here. So yeah, Lissa and Gregor, there's Sully and Kellum, they're already paired together though, so I don't have to worry too much about that there. Muriel and Rickon, they're already paired off. Sumi and Avatar, already established that one. Maribel and Henry. Let's bring those two, because they're gonna have to pair with each other there, and they haven't supported at all yet. Hannah and Long Ku, I can bring those two this time. This is what I can do, try to get them to like each other. Boopity bop. Yeah, my purpose here is gonna be to get these pairings done mostly. And there's Cordelia and Stahl, Naui and Gaius, Tharja Donnell, Olivia and Crom, we talked about that, and Church and Frederick. Recall Opus has always been the one aspect of Fire Emblem that drives you up the wall. The best aspects of Echoes is that wasn't a thing. I agree. Yeah, I really don't like weapon durability, but in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I actually really like the way that they went about weapon durability. I actually quite liked that strategy. It was like the best of both worlds. Is what it was. Oh, Long Ku needs a reclass. I forgot about him. Whoops. Oh, and you're... I didn't even reclass everybody. I missed people. What the heck? You have all the skills you need there, so let's see. What skills are good here? Oh, I have to bring you to level 30 before you can even do that. Dang. Well, that sucks. Let's just reclass you into Thief for fun, because then you get Lock Touch. I don't mind having more units that have Lock Touch available. Whatever. Sure. And then we'll just, like, use a Master Seal at level 10. Whatever. Whatever, I guess. Weapons were repairable, like in Fire Emblem 4. It wouldn't be so bad. What, like, just repair them after they break? Or, like, in 3 Houses. Okay, now she needs some swords. Okay, Long Ku needs a freaking reclass, because he's got all the skills he needs there. Deliverer wouldn't be that bad a skill to have. He already has Vantage. Yeah, his final class should be Assassin. I don't know. Why is my nose itchy? Yeah, Deliverer is always a nice skill. The +2 movement when paired up. How's his repairable weapons? Sold me on the game already. Yeah, the whole weapon durability system in 3 Houses is very nice. Sure, let's briefly change him to a Griffin Rider. Then he can get Deliverer, which is quite a nice skill, actually. It's like the only reason to ever go into Griffin Rider. It's like the only thing good about this class. Like, all there is. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Alright, time to do some on-stream grinding, just so that we can get all the, like, pairings made. Can I freaking... Okay, that's off. Music Conquest, please. Dang it, I can't change it right now. I guess I have to do it once here first. Griffin Rider is cool and should have been in more games. It's a cool idea, it's just, like, so pointless. It's just, like, a worse Wyvern Lord. Like, I guess it doesn't have the dragon weakness, but who cares? Griffin Rider kind of sucks, unfortunately. Unfortunately there. Let's see here.
Darling.
It's a good thing I remember to turn off the combat animations. That's nice. Nice, nice. Get their affinity up. Lissa can make it all the way to Gregor. Should Gregor be going after level 10 dudes, maybe? Maybe. Oh, he does a decent bit of damage there, since he was a maxed out promoted unit before. Considering that was the case. Let's see here. 30. Just 1s and 30s and 120. Dang, he can't do enough. He has exactly 50 HP, so that's gonna, you know, kill him. Let's see here.
You.
Guess we'll do this. You can lean back in this chair. Fancy schmancy, living the high life over there, it seems like. Living the absolute high life. Sure, let's try it. Dang it, Longku didn't follow up attack. You failed me. My, oh my. Let's see. Ooh, Lissa does a good amount of damage, huh? She can go after level 30s. And she has Paragon. Nice, she should be able to get Gale Force in no time. Imagine it coming to its own thing like Wyvern Rider would become. And you have this trio of flying units, the fast but frail Pegasus, the all-rounder Griffin, and the slow but powerful Wyvern. That'd be cool. It'd be cool if it was like done in a way like that. I would have liked that. Would have enjoyed it. Ah, my itchy nose. Yeah, let's get dual support plus on Maribel. Is a good plan. That's a level 20, we'll see. Actually, wait, it looks like we have to take 2 turns to defeat him, unless Henry follows up like that, which he did. Which is also a-okay. Which is also a-okay there. Let's see here. Another level 30 we can go after? Dang, there's so many level 30s. I had no idea Alyssa could just straight up take them out. Could have had her gain so much more experience this time around. Missed opportunities. My, oh my. Decided to throw it to the wayside. Ah, whale. Ah, my nose. Nice, nice. I just want to get these pairings made. Like, once we've seen all the support conversations to have them properly paired, then I can do grinding, like, either off-stream or in between rounds of Dead by Daylight, is the thing. I just want it to be on-stream first, the actual getting up to S support with them all. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Perfect, that's this one done. Awesome. And yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be reading out the S supports.
Yes.
Huh?
Nonsense.
What?
Need help?
Huh? Oh.
No, no.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
Right. Hey, thanks.
Oi!
The S supports are so freaking weird. And I love his accent as well. It's so good. But now that they're a pairing, I can work on their leveling up another time. So, who else? Let's check my spreadsheet here. Who else do I need? And also, now that Gregor is paired with Alyssa, freaking Alyssa's son is gonna be an unstoppable monster with Arms Thrift. It's gonna be awesome. Greg's one of your favorite. He reminds you a lot of him. He also has pretty interesting backstory, for sure. Okay, there's Cordelia and Stahl that I can throw together here. Where are they? There's Cordelia. There's Stahl. Cool. Julio. Let's do this again. Oh, Stahl needs to change class. How many people did I miss? How many did I miss, anyway? So I could always change him into a paladin for, like, Aegis and the other thing. What is the other thing? I forget. Oh, dang it. He has Myrmidon available, so I should totally make him that so that he gets Vantage and stuff. Dang, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, man. Have fun in an unpromoted class stall. Have fun, my guy. There go all the stats. There they go. Into the wind. My oh my, since she's the lowest movement, he may as well start here. My oh my. Well, that's how it would be, I guess. That's how it'll be. Yeah, we got another pair up there, fortunately. Okay, can I change the music now? Why can't I change it? Is what time it is? Is it time to get a watch? Yeah, I'll stop stalling and get on with it. How many units did I forget to do that with? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can move stall to here. Cool. Cool, man. It's Boopity Bop. It's villager time. Are you gonna play some Smash there? Hello, Aaron. Dropped to say hi since your phone's data plan is no bueno. Back when you get home, though. Alrighty. I'm not sure how much longer the stream's gonna go here. It depends on how long it takes to get these pairings. Appreciate you stopping by here. Okay, she can still take them out there. But I'll do this, get her to level 10 so we can just promote her. This is what we can do. Then Cordelia and Stahl here. We'll go ahead and pair her up. 10. Bunch of 20s. Can you take out a 20? Oh, you can take out the 20s. Easy peasy. Nice. Perfect, man. I'll take it. You have them support with each other. Let's see here. I don't think she can take out the 30s, can she? And she even struggles a bit with the 20s. There's a level 1 dude that Henry can take care of. Like that. Not a lot of experience, huh? Not a ton. There's the 30s and then there's the 20. My oh my, I guess we'll go after the 20 here and hope that he follow-up attacks. Dang it, he didn't. If I'm still shooting when you get home, alrighty then. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get everybody all loving each other and making units. More units for me, child units. That's what I need. 30, 20. Boopity bop. Another level up there. Julio, Julio. And then, sure, let's do that. Lots of experience for Penny this time. It's a good level up. Yeah, exactly, Tacos. Exactly. Boopity bop. Another level up for Stahl. Yeah, but his stats are starting to get capped in the pre-promoted form. Let's do this so that we block the dudes there. Like Geneva conventions? I don't know what that means. Let's build up affinity here. Dang, they're both 30. Dang, man. All that jazz, Hawa? Alright, let's hope there's another support conversation available. So just war crimes? Gonna call the government? Okay. Bebop. So just war crime stuff. Gotcha, gotcha. Look, we got some more supports. Cool. I'm so weary of this godforsaken war. Every time we turn around, we start tearing some poor village apart. I fear this will get all get darker before we finally spy the dawn. And yet, look at this flower still finding a way to bloom amidst the devastation. It brings a tear to the eye to see such a fragile thing struggle to the light. What a good flower you are. Stay strong, little one.
Hey!
Hi there, Maribel. You alright? Henry, how long have you been standing there? Oh, I don't know. Since before you launched into that soliloquy anyway. That word is hard.
Wretched beast.
Eavesdropping is a shameful habit, sir. On a lady, no less. Were you birthed in a barn? Aw, but it's fun listening to you mumble. You say all kinds of crazy stuff. I really like that last bit where you start chatting to the flower. I was not chatting with the flower. I was remarking on the... That is to say... Oh, what's the use? You've caught me in the act, and that's that. Go on then, point and laugh. Take this chance to mock your social betters.
No.
Mock you? Why? I do the same thing all the time. What's that, flower? Oh, okay, I'll tell her.
What?
What in the world are you doing?
Good times.
Talking to the flower. She says she's very grateful that you spoke to her. Also, she says she'll stay strong as long as you do too. Appreciate the gesture, sure. Sure, sir. But you don't have to feign madness for my sake. I'm not feigning anything. I'm just really in touch with the natural world. I can talk to any living thing you want. Trees, flowers, maggots. Oh, maggots.
Really?
It's a remarkable talent, if a shade disturbing. They reach C here. And they're about to reach B. Cool. You again.
Right.
I want to return your bag of weeds. I'm tired of carrying it around all the time. Idiot human. Why didn't you just throw it away? Never mind. Here, give it to me. Come any closer. Toss the bag that way and you can pick it up.
Please.
Do you hate my kind so much?
No.
It's not your kind I mind. It's your gender. Why would you, human skill in swordplay, possibly fear all females? I have my reasons. I'm haunted by nightmares, confused, terrifying memories of my past. When I approach a woman, be she Tagwell or human, I'm gripped by an icy fear.
Right.
Then I am not the only one plagued by terrible memories. I do not like to speak of it. Others knew I still suffered from childish nightmares. They would think me weak. Throw me the bag.
Right.
Here.
Well,
Thank you. Now wait right there. What are you doing?
you.
Making a special brew using the herbs I collected. Here. It smells vile. There are twigs floating in it.
Yes.
Just drink it down. Are you sure it's safe for humans?
Good question.
Drink it or don't. I care not. Very well. I don't want to be too loud with this. Ugh, it tastes even worse than it smells.
Right.
Yes, but it helps. But you will find it helps with your nightmares. God, that was awful. Hope this isn't some kind of elaborate practical joke. Words are hard. Words are hard, man. Alrighty, let's see here. Back to this nonsense. Get boobity up, save. Start the battle. Cool. Back to the grind. Back to the grind we go. Oh, my poor chinos. Boobity up. I wonder, over all the years that I've played Fire Emblem Awakening here and there, how many times I've played this level. Probably into the hundreds, if I had to guess. Probably quite a few hundreds, if I had to hazard a guess.
You.
Let's just keep up building support and making them like each other and such. Is a good plan. Hearts. I'd like to see hearts. Let's see here. Are there any level 20s? There's 10s. 10s. There's a couple 20s. Maybe I'll have Cordelia take them down since she has an extra movement point that Style doesn't have. Then Style can make it over to the other ones there. 475 counting this one too. Decent guess there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was even more there. I hate the fact that the DLC is not an extra now, but part of the game that was thrown out in Nintendo games. It depends on the game, I'd argue. Awakening was one of the first ones. Yeah, you could definitely argue that for Awakening. Like, some of them very much did feel like DLC, but ones like this map here, just kind of feel like, yeah, maybe that should have been a regular part of the game, you know? Especially considering it's, you know, actually necessary to beat Lunatic plus Classic, the difficulty that I'm playing on. Like, well, it's technically possible to beat it without this DLC, but it's like the most excruciating thing ever. Like, I don't think I'd ever take that challenge. Doing the challenge of doing Lunatic plus Classic here as is enough. Is enough there. Like, oftentimes in Nintendo games, I'll actually find myself enjoying the way that they go about their DLC, but this is a case where it's like, I don't know. That's a bit yikers there. Dang, I can't go after the level 30. You'll take up the challenge, but why? Why would you ever do that? Like, one of the examples of cases that I actually like it, I actually look forward to the Sword and Shield DLC, for example. Because you hate yourself. Because, like, if we weren't getting DLC for Sword and Shield, then they would just do the typical Pokemon thing where they just release a third version that's the exact same game but with some additional content. So if they weren't releasing, like, the DLC of Sword and Shield this year, they'd probably release some third version of Pokemon Sword and Shield that was literally just Sword and Shield, but had the content that was going into the DLC anyway. Who says we aren't getting the third version? I sure hope not. I sure hope not. Like, when I was a kid and playing, like, my Nintendo DS in, like, elementary school, Diamond and Pearl, stuff like that, and playing Platinum and, like, remakes from there, I was so into Pokemon that it was still fun, even if it was the same thing. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, getting close to, like, the age that I am now, playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I got so bored of it, because it's like, this is just the exact same thing I've already done. This is so boring. Like, I got through it anyway, and I was like, man, the finale was pretty cool. But, I don't know. But yeah, and Sword and Shield were so barren in content. The experience in general, I actually really like Sword and Shield. I think it's probably my second favorite main series Pokemon game, like with my first favorite being Black and White. With, you know, I go by Harmonia from N-Harmonia. I wear his hat, like. So maybe I'm a little bit biased towards Black and White. But yeah, after you've beaten the game, there's really not a whole lot to do after you've beaten it. So saying that it's barren in terms of content, yeah, I can understand that. But the general experience of the main story, honestly, I actually really, really liked it. But after the game's beaten, yeah, there's not really a whole lot to do. I mean, there's a little bit of post-game, but yeah, there's not like a lot in post-game content in terms of like, you know, more activities for you to do apart from like Battle Tower and breeding, stuff like that. I got that nostalgia too, and ditto about the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Yeah, at first, like, because I was so used to in the past there being like a new version come out and be like, oh, I'll play that and have like the same amount of fun with it. And I went in with that expectation, played it, and I was like, wow, I'm getting so bored with this. Okay, time for a new support conversation here.
Hey.
Tickling old strings again, are we?
Huh?
Hi, hello, Stahl. Yes, I was... is that a harp? Yep, I just bought it down at the market. Oh, and I got some sheet music, too. It sounds like someone is itching to play a duet. Oh, at some point, sure. Right now, I can barely make noise on this thing. I was hoping you might be my teacher instead of my duet partner.
Yes.
Well, I've never taught before, but I'd be happy to help.
Thanks.
I'm going to practice like a madman until I'm good enough to play with you. Practice until my fingers are bloody and raw. Practice until my eyes...
Right.
Well, it's good to have a goal.
Huh?
I'm just trying to be as dedicated to things as you are, Cordelia. Perhaps I have been too dedicated. Speaking of which, I think we should start your lesson. Now, watch carefully as I pluck the first few bars of this song. You have my undivided attention.
It's you and me.
Will your eyes dry out if you keep them open so wide? Never mind, then. Let me begin. Wow, you played that note so beautifully. No, I didn't. No, the tone was lovely.
No.
Stahl, it's just one note. Will you please let me finish?
Huh?
Right, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
Look, I don't think I'm quite ready for teaching. Give me some time to work out a lesson plan, okay? I don't want to do this until I'm sure my methods are sound. But Cordelia! God, she's more of a perfectionist than I thought. This is gonna be tough. Well then. But yeah, and Tacos, you never beat the first island of Ultramoon? Yeah, I could barely bring myself to get through that game there. Kraken, you're the opposite. You'd rather spend money on the Ultras than the Pokemon DLC. Much better content than Sword and Shield in general. But Sword and Shield was so good though. Ultras should have been DLC for Sun and Moon. Yeah, that would have actually been really cool. Like, I would have much preferred it if the content of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was just DLC onto Sun and Moon. It'd be way cheaper and like a whole lot less work of going through the same thing twice. Though I do admit, the way that they went about the fire trial in both the originals and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that was a fun time. I'm gonna be blunt. That was a very good time there, let me tell you. But also, thinking about this, and thinking about debates like this, something that I've debated, words are hard. Let's restart that line of talk. Let's restart that train of thought, okay? I do a lot of different content on my YouTube channel. Most of it is usually just playthrough stuff like this. But I keep wanting to find new ways to make some new types of content. And one idea that I have had tossing around in my head is making podcasts. Debate-like podcasts that are stuff like this. Subjects like this. And I've never really talked a whole lot about this on stream because I haven't, I guess. But there's been this idea in my head where it's like, what if I just got a bunch of people together and it was just something for you to listen to in the background, like not watch a video of, there'd be like no footage to it basically, and just listen to it if you want something to listen to, and just, you know, debate about stuff like this, just rant about it, have a bunch of people in a group and like a Discord call and just like have a debate about this kind of thing. You'd like that? Yeah, so I figured I'd ask what people might think about that kind of thing. I'm also gonna briefly turn off my camera because I gotta respond to something here quickly, is what I'm gonna do. Just gotta quickly respond to that. Julio. Turn the camera back on. Whoop, or not. Wrong hotkey. Bam. Something like that. But yeah, problem is that, and mark my words, everyone's banking that the fact that since there was DLC for the base game, there won't be a definitive edition next year, and it'll be the same discussions and all that on Twitter. I mean, I'd be fine if there was no, like, next version of Sword and Shield. Like, third version, or the kind of format that they do. I'd be fine with that, honestly, myself. I'd also be fine with Gen 4 remakes, and I'm even more than fine with stuff like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remakes. Like, I'm so looking forward to that, and I really hope that they remake PMD 2. But yeah, Scribble fan of Pokemon that's not been happy with Game Freak. Very disappointed with Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield was so good. Like, I know there's not a whole lot of post-game content. Dang it, like, there's no way to fight there. But apart from that, like, I loved Sword and Shield, honestly. second favorite main series Pokemon games. It was such a blast, honestly. But yeah, Gen 4 remakes or Explorers of Sky. Please, I would easily take Explorers of Sky remake over literally anything Pokemon related. Never mind just Gen 4 remakes. Please just do like Gen 4 remakes and freaking do Explorers of Sky in the middle of that. Because that'd be the perfect time for that, you know? That's what I'd like to see. Never played Sword and Shield and you don't really intend to, Tacos? Well, it's a recommendation from me because I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed it.
Darling.
But yeah, if there's enough people in support of like potentially doing debates like this, I'd love to get in group calls with like both sides like that and just, you know, talk about stuff and basically make a video that's just for listening to in the background. But yeah. Yeah, I did say I didn't enjoy. The problem is the price tag. What with the DLC for the product that's offered? The one problem that I have with it is the fact that there's, you know, the two versions of the DLC where it's like, why couldn't they just have released the same thing for both? Base games? Sorry, I might have lost the train of thought here for that. Sword and Shield aren't worth $60. I assume that's American dollar, considering here in Canada we pay 80 for new games. But I feel like it was because I actually really, really liked it. No, euros. Whenever I see any amount that's like not 80, I always assume it's American dollars. Dang it, they're all 30 here. Dang it, man. Ah. My oh my. Also, I gotta respond to something here. Oh, why? What the heck is going on with my nose here? But yeah, I think it was because I personally really enjoyed Sword and Shield. I actually really, really liked it at the end of the day. Let's go after this one. Now I know you're from Europe. Yeah, now I have your address and everything. Should have been more careful on the internet. Now you're in big trouble. Oh, dang it. Let's take that off, I guess. Now you're in big trouble. Now I can track you down. There's so many nitpicks with Sword and Shield. So many, but it's so good. My favorite part about it was the music. Like, I'm a big music nerd, hence a name like Harmonia, which is literally a word that's the derivative of the term harmonic. The music was incredible. Every time I scratch my nose, it just becomes itchier here. Getting text here. Apparently I gotta head up in a sec here, which is kind of unfortunate timing since I'm in the middle of streaming. Don't say that word. What, JRPG there? Let's play a map. Oh, derivative. Is a calculus term that hurts your head right now? Well, anyway, I'm a big music nerd, and that's where the name Acoustic Harmonia comes from, is me being a massive music nerd. So, you know. And I thought the music of Sword and Shield was awesome.
Really?
Hey, Maribel, you look like a cat at your favorite canary. It's a fate far worse, I fear. My flower friend has withered and died.
Oh.
I guess it hasn't rained around much here for weeks now, huh?
Yes.
Henry, can you still talk to her?
So
Nope, only living stuff.
Really?
Yes, of course. How silly of me. She's dead, never to bloom again. Truly makes a woman think. Someday, on the battlefield, such could be my fate. Basically. I mean, flowers die, people die. That's just how the world works. Even so, the idea that I could be gone tomorrow, or in the hour, ghastly. We try to ignore the ever-present threat of death. It's always there. When you finally think about it, it's a black yawning pit of utter terror.
Wow.
Man, not to me. Everyone kicks the bucket at some point, so why fret? Perhaps it's not so much death I fear as the pain of dying. See, now that I can understand, but get this. I've got a special curse ready, see? Been working on it for a while now. If you're mortally wounded, it kills you off before you suffer any pain. Just poof, off you go.
Really?
I see. And this is something you could perhaps cast on me.
Got you covered.
Sure, yeah. Heck, I could do it right now if you say the word. I think I'll never have to fear the old boneyard again. Declare. Henry, you have the strangest ways of putting people's minds at ease. Yet I'm rather tempted to accept your offer. My oh my. Anyway, gameplay bad? I really like the gameplay. Music okay. The music was probably the best in the main series, I would argue. And plot bad. The plot I thought was way better than the main series. in general, because main series Pokemon games plots are typically pretty simple and bare bones. It's just like you get the gym badges, you beat the big bads, and you become the champion and stuff. But it actually went more in depth, and it made some character development, characters like Hop and Beat, and I really, really liked it actually. Like, it's... Of the music you've heard, you're not super into it, and the beginning of the third Eternatus theme and the second Leon theme are pretty good. The music in general is freaking incredible at reusing tunes, like the Slumbering Weld theme, for example. When a game reuses tunes to bring the same, like, level of familiarity, but in a different tone, it's absolutely brilliant. Like, if I could grab my keyboard over there, it's kind of in place. I could use a PMD2 example, where, like... I don't know, I go in depth on thoughts like this with my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon discussion, and I made a video that I released just over a week ago on my top games of the year, or top games of the decade, sorry, for the past 10 years. And Pokemon Sword and Shield was one of the ones that I talked about there, where I give my in-depth thoughts on the whole thing. Where the battle themes were awesome. The way that it reuses tunes, like the Slumbering Weld theme, was absolutely incredible. The final encounter, both reusing tunes from throughout the adventure and showing, like, various scenes that you've visited throughout your adventure, is, like, the most perfect kind of finale that I've seen for a game in a very long time. One of the most brilliantly done. And I just loved it. Like, also there's the... Also with the Leon battle theme, as Taco was mentioning there, one of the things that it does is in the tune, it uses the Hall of Fame tune from like previous Pokemon games, which is so cool and such a nice touch. So it's one of those ways that the game is able to subliminally bring out like familiar feelings, like it gives that classic Pokemon feel, like people who don't like pay enough attention as crazy people like me to be like, that's the Hall of Fame theme, well, but have played previous Pokemon games, it'll just sound familiar to. Like, they won't know what it is, but it'll sound familiar to. Whereas there's people like me that actually identify it being like, that's a remix of the Hall of Fame theme, that's like the champion theme. Like, because I listen for stuff like that, I guess. So there's like that level of depth in the music that I haven't quite seen the same level as in previous main series Pokemon games. So honestly, in terms of main series Pokemon games, that might just be my favorite soundtrack out of the series, because of the amount of depth that they go to with that. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I might have to go up for a second here, so I guess I'll be right back. Here's my BRB screen. Have fun!